Thank you, Mamelodi Sundowns. Thank you, Orlando Pirates, for humbling the North African hooligans. What we witnessed yesterday, it's a very historic moment. A historic moment where two teams from South Africa, the southern tip of the continent, silenced the arrogant hooligans from North Africa. Where we saw Mamelodi Sundowns defeating Esperance in South Africa in the first leg of the quarterfinals of the CAF Champions League. And later in the evening, we witnessed Orlando Pirates going to Algeria. Not for the first time, but for the second time, going to Algeria to that July 5th July Stadium and coming out victorious. Last night, Orlando Pirates defeated CM Alger of Algeria in the first leg of the CAF Champions League quarterfinals by a goal to nil. I'm saying it was not for the first time because if you remember very well, in the group stages of the first match of the group stages, Orlando Pirates went to that stadium in Algeria where they were visiting CR Belouizdad from Algeria. Orlando Pirates went to that stadium and defeated CR Belouizdad by 2-1. 2 goals that were scored by the youngster Mhaonkot. And in the last night's match, the goal scorer again was Mhaonkot. So we must cherish this moment. And also remember in the last matches, the last round of the group stages, Orlando Pirates went to Cairo and defeated Al Ahly by 2-1. This is the beating that we must keep on administering against these arrogant North African hooligans. Because these are the people who are not interested in playing football. The sad part about these North African teams is that they are not interested in playing football, which explains why they've been so dominant in terms of who has won more CAF Champions League titles. Of course, that region, the North Africa, is made of Egypt. You know, in terms of Egypt, you've got your Al Ahly and Zamalek. So in Tunisia, you've got your Esperance and CS Sfaxien. Then you go to Morocco, you get your Wydad Casablanca, Raja Casablanca, and others. Then Algeria as well. Those are the teams that have been so dominant in winning this CAF Champions League. But you realize that actually they don't win it on the basis of football. They don't win it on the basis of them being superior in terms of playing football. They are winning it because they play dirty, they are anti-football. They win because they are anti-football. They've got these antics where they intimidate the match officials. They apply so much pressure. Look at how their players mourn each time a decision goes against them, to a point of attacking the match officials. Look at how much time they spend on the ground, meaning on the floor, trying to kill the momentum of the game, trying to kill the opposition's momentum. Look at how hard they try to buy the referee in terms of winning the fouls that are not even necessarily the fouls. You see, that explains that why they've been so dominant. Because they don't play football. They rely on dirty tricks. So we must be happy that Mamelodi Sundowns and Orlando Pirates silenced and humbled them. It was proper. Someone had to do it. And this will go a long way. This will go a long way in ensuring that they respect. Because actually in terms of the football, playing football, proper football, they are scared of South African teams. Because look at how they become ultra defensive and all of that. By the way, look at the incident that unfolded yesterday after the match between Mamelodi Sundowns and Esperance, where you had the Esperance supporters damaging the stadium, damaging the Mamelodi Sundowns flags and materials. What kind of people do those things? That is total hooliganism. That's total hooliganism, which needs to be condemned at all costs. They are the reason we get to be disrespected so much by the Europeans, like that former Liverpool player, right? Jimmy Carragher. Because the product of the football that gets to be displayed in these tournaments, something that goes for the AFCON and all of that, these people, they ruined the product in terms of the football because of these antics that they deploy. Because of these antics that they deploy, it is quite disgusting. These North African hooligans are disgusting. And this, of course, goes back, this thing is even political, because you understand that it's Arabs, they believe that they are superior to Africans. I'm talking about black people here. Yes. But let's give kudos to Mamelodi Sundowns and Orlando Pirates for the performance and the result that they delivered last night. Hopefully in the second leg, they get to finish the job. When Orlando Sundowns go to Tunisia and when Orlando Pirates host MC Alger here in South Africa, in Johannesburg at Orlando Stadium. And I hope the South African fans will go out in numbers to fill the stadium and ensure that they create an atmosphere that will motivate the South African teams to go an extra mile against these North African hooligans. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please remember, guys, to subscribe to the platform Total Football TV, and remember to like and share and comment. Thank you very much, guys.